Hey, After Buzzers, we are talking Younger, Season 3, Episode 9, Summer Friday. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Take a sip of my secret potion. I'll make you fall in love.
Guys, this song, I'm obsessed with it. Has nothing to do with the episode, but I love it.
I love song too.
Hey, I mean, it says something about falling in love.
Yes.
Diana is
Yeah.
like slowly but surely falling in love.
Right?
So.
Okay.
Three people
I see the
falling.
connection.
Yeah, guys, it makes sense. That's why
Yeah,
this
that's
song's
why you chose it.
perfect. Yeah, exactly.
See, there is a purpose to everything.
There is, always on this show. But this episode was amazing, and I
So
cannot
good.
wait to get into it. But before we do, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Renee Ariel. You can follow me on Instagram at Renee Ariel and on Twitter at Renee Ariel as well. And then I have my lovely co-host.
Guys, I'm Sam Davidson. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at SamD43, and I am in the live chat if you guys want to chat with us.
Ooh, woo. And I am Rhelin T, and you can find me on Twitter at Rhelin Taylor, and you can find me on Instagram at Rhelin Taylor as well.
And I'm Allie Nasta. You can find me on Twitter at Allie Nasta and on Instagram at Allie Girl.
Sweet. Okay, so I want to get everyone's overall thoughts of this episode. Do we love it?
Loved it.
I liked
there's,
it.
I feel like there's so much on my brain right now, but I just can't wait to get it all out.
Take it back. I don't know, because I miss Charles this
Oh,
week.
don't we all though?
So, yeah, that's the only part I was like, I want to see Charles.
I was
So-
kind of sad when I got halfway through and I was like, wait, he's actually out of
Yeah.
town. They're not gonna bring him back this episode.
But he causes, I love Charles, but he causes the problems-ish.
Look at Renee.
You know, because,
He doesn't
without
cause
him,
any problems
look
for
at
me.
how perfectly everybody got along. Well,
yeah,
I mean,
that's true. Liza didn't have any second guesses, and it was all about Josh.
And it was so nice to see her all about Josh. That's all. Okay, I think that's what I meant. It was just
Yes.
really nice
Yeah,
to see her
but-
all about Josh.
Josh was whining this episode. It wasn't like there was no problems. He was like, I won't have any firsts with you.
I don't think it was more whining, but I think he showed his age a little bit. It was a little bit immature, the way he was acting at the pool party. I think that's just we saw that younger
Yeah.
side of him.
It wasn't
Yeah.
that bad, but yeah, it definitely was. It wouldn't have pissed me off though, but it was. I thought it was kind of cute.
I
Yeah.
actually liked it. Okay, we'll talk about it.
It
I'm
was totally cute. I just think that this episode with Josh, the problem with Josh, where he was feeling insecure about not having any first with Liza, kind of annoyed me because at this point it shouldn't be a surprise that
That's what I'm
she's
saying. That's why I
been
was like,
around.
duh.
She's done a lot of stuff. She's been married. I mean, she was married for a while. They definitely tried
That's
stuff.
what I'm saying. Josh keeps having arguments or starting arguments with Liza that I'm like, I don't understand why. We already established Liza's going to have some more first than you are because she's older than you. Hello, we all know this. So I don't know why he's acting like this. I want a baby or all these different things that he's bringing up. I'm like, Josh, come on. We already went through this.
Okay, but you guys, it has been 3 seasons for us.
Uh-huh.
So it's been a couple years for us, I think. But I think in real time for the characters, it hasn't been as long. So I feel like her telling him that she's 40 was probably just a few months ago.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I remember Josh agreeing to, I understand your age, I understand you've done through things, and we're not on the same path. And he's like, I am okay with that.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason it kind of annoyed me this episode, because it's
That's true.
we've already gone through these problems before, and Josh has already come out front and been like, I'm okay with your age, I'm okay with the difference, I want to be with you. So it's just kind of okay, so we're kind of setting back.
I
Yeah.
feel the same way. I feel like we've already had these fights, or this conflict has already happened and been resolved, and now it's kind of he's just trying I don't know, stir something up to have another issue, which that's what weirded me out. The baby thing really bothered me a few episodes ago because that was a flat out conversation they had that was set and done. She told him she has her daughter, that's fine.
Then the free pass.
And then the free pass, he doesn't stop. It's there's always something else, and it feels like there's not even a problem to begin with. It's it comes out of thin air. He's
Yeah.
oh my gosh, you've had anal sex before? I'm not going to be any of your firsts.
But it was for that, it was kind of I love Josh, and I am I'm kind of in the middle between Team Josh and Team Charles. But at the same time, that was a little bit.
I am too.
Yeah, I'm right in the middle there because I do love Josh for so many different reasons. But I was just kind of annoyed that he shouldn't have been whiny that. And they were for me, I would be upset. I'm seriously, dude? Like, that's kind of insulting that you're just gonna, like, kick me out of the house because of that reason.
She also, like, lied to him for a long time, and he's still getting, like...
That's
he's,
I love Sam. I love
Okay.
Sam.
No, that's over. That's over. They broke up like twice. Then they're back together. The second time, or like, I don't know, the last time that they broke up and got back together, he was like, no, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm all in. Da da da. Well, if you're all in, then stop creating little problems.
You
that you
know what
already
it was?
resolved.
That is so true, because I don't agree with people that are like, that's like if you get in a fight with your friend and you thought you resolved the issue, and
you
then the
bring it
friend
up?
keeps
Okay.
bringing up those past problems, and you're like, but we resolved this, so if you want to forgive me, that's one thing, but if you're going to forgive me and hold a grudge, then we can't continue to be
Yeah.
friends.
Or even holding it in and like showing it, like projecting it it like with different problems. Like, these are the issues now. These are like, that is what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
And that's what it is, where he's like, oh, well, our age difference obviously means that she's had more experiences than him, and they've had this fight before. That's what bugs me about it. It's not new. None of this of what's going on, these like small issues, are new. But then Liza feels guilty for it, like every
Yeah.
time. Like even today, now she got a tattoo.
Yeah, which
I know.
was
I'm like,
so cute.
are they gonna both get it, or is it just her alone?
it's just her.
You're right. He should get it, too.
Yeah, I'm like, Josh, you better go get that.
And
what
why
is
did it
it?
have to be so sexual? Like,
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
I started to get really uncomfortable. Like, is this about to happen? Am I about to see some like weird, awkward facial expressions?
I knew what was going to happen, but watching you watch that was hilarious.
Wait, no,
because-
explain, please.
So, you guys were just like, wait, what is he saying? He's going to put,
Yeah.
like,
gonna
what?
pinch
I was
a
like,
little.
oh my god.
When I knew he called it little, I was like, they're not having sex because Josh does not have a little anything. I'm like loving Josh tonight. Anyways,
my
we
God.
have a lot of other stuff to talk
Yeah,
about besides
Sam's
Josh.
definitely
true.
in love with Josh. Okay, well, the next thing I really, really want to get into is my favorite storyline of this episode, which was Diana and her new boy toy, Richard Caldwell.
Yeah,
First of all,
Doctor.
Dr. Caldwell. I loved this dynamic. I thought it was hilarious. I love how they introduced a new love interest for Diana, like leaving her therapist's office, like making a comment like, best way to start a weekend, like crying to your therapist. I thought that was so funny, and oh my gosh, it was so great seeing this. What did you guys think?
I overall, he kind of creeped me out.
Yeah, later on,
Like,
you creeped me
when,
out.
Oh, yeah.
when he was like saying the thing about like, I was actually shocked that Diana was okay with that, because I feel like usually it's just like that would be too overwhelming for her, but he just creeped me out. I don't know if I like him yet.
Oh no,
but
he's so weird.
Yeah.
I thought it
It's
was
so
hilarious,
weird.
though. I
But
loved it.
Diana definitely has something she's trying to prove to herself, that she can, be outside of the box for once and do
I think
things.
she secretly likes it.
You think
Him.
so?
Yeah.
I think she wants to use him for therapy.
I think so.
I think that's what it was.
And
because when
sex.
but the two.
Win-win.
And he cooks.
And he
Oh,
cooks.
God.
That's
My-
what that look was.
Yeah.
That
in
was
her
the-
eye.
Yeah, when he said that, when he explained her dream, she's like, maybe you could stay here for a little while. Because here's the thing, I love that the next morning after he spends the night, he's still there. Diana's like kind of caught off guard. She's like, okay, yep. And she's like sitting down, he keeps talking. She's like, why is he still here? Okay. And I loved seeing her like that, just like having the power, not really caring. And then now he's going to stay with her for a little bit. And I'm very excited to see how that goes.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll leave.
I think it's gonna be a little awkward and uncomfortable, like throughout the next maybe episode. She's gonna like, I can't get this guy out of my skin, and now he's like, maybe he'll become obsessed with her.
Oh,
Or
man, I
maybe
would
he'll
love
get
that.
annoyed with Diana. I don't know.
I don't think so,
I
because
don't know if I
feel
could
like,
live with Diana. She might be too like
or
on me.
maybe they both are just kind of like super quirky, that like she's gonna accept that about him, like she'll accept his quirkiness.
I know
what?
he's
Yeah.
a bit, like, one notch too creepy. Just
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he's so shady. I just think he's so funny, and I love seeing his personality mesh with hers. I think I find it hysterical. As a viewer, I just love to see that. It's kind of like a train wreck. They're like waiting to see what happens. But like what I want to know more about, though, is in the beginning of the episode, the other therapist, I cannot remember her therapist's name, was telling Diana that Richard's wife kicked him out.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
to know what happened with that. She didn't even ask questions, because I think Diana was thinking, oh, whatever, it's just going to be, maybe we'll
Yeah.
have sex once, whatever. And now he's staying with her. So this will be
That will
interesting.
I
definitely
honestly
play
thought
out.
that Diana was going to be turned off by some of the things that Richard was saying, like, oh yeah,
but he was right.
I just got evicted. Like, I thought that, like,
I thought she'd be like,
little
get out.
things like with that, like, oh my god, because I feel like Diana wants to be with such a high caliber type of
Charles.
guy,
Yeah.
Charles. So that's why.
But maybe this is what she needs. She needs a little bit of creepy, weird guy
to balance her out.
Balance her out. I don't know.
Okay.
I will say she did have a sparkle in her eye, like when she was talking to her therapist
She
about
looked
him.
beautiful.
She
Yeah.
looked like
She has
so
fun.
happy.
A glow, a natural glow.
Because we didn't go on that date with her. We don't really know how it went, but,
Yeah.
but from that therapy session, we think it went pretty well.
Yeah.
But I'm like really excited to see.
Also, I have in like all caps in the beginning of my notes is Diana's jacket. I loved Diana's jacket.
Yes, we did talk
It was
about that.
awesome. Just gonna say.
is it terrible? I don't remember what her jacket
It was
looked
like the
It was very Sex in the City, like
Yes,
something Carrie would have worn.
colorful,
And
yeah.
then Kelsey's outfits this episode 2 were amazing.
Amazing.
I
Yeah.
like was noticing all the clothes a lot more this episode.
We didn't really understand Liza's shirt in this last.
Was it a Dr. Seuss thing? I think it might have been a Dr. Seuss
I
thing.
have, yeah, with the tie. And,
I
Like
don't know.
a,
I really liked the
Yeah,
gems,
no,
the heart gems on it. I was like staring at that, so I kind of was like
you didn't see
distracted.
that like it
No,
was
I-
like a white T-shirt with
with
like
a
drawn
tie.
on.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
the tie.
I
But
just
it
the
wasn't
tie
a
was
tie.
drawn on.
It was
It was part of the shirt, and it was just like a drawn-on tie.
it was pretty
interesting fashion choice. Maybe she got it at Forever 21. Who knows? But yeah, speaking of fashion, fashionable Kelsey and her relationship with Colin. This episode, I loved seeing their relationship progress.
Yes.
Because we see Colin get a better deal with, what is it, Random House, offered
Yeah.
$1.2
And
million.
I loved seeing Josh and Colin in
In
Speedos.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Guys,
yeah,
am I
loved
the
him.
only girl that doesn't? I don't want to see them in that.
I don't really prefer if I was on a beach and
I
I
would
saw a
prefer
man
Speedo.
in a Speedo, I would be like, okay,
Oh.
walking away.
Yeah.
Like I don't find that attractive.
Me neither.
I don't. But I
But-
thought it was nice to see them because I know that they're
Yeah,
hot
I
people
mean,
and-
Yeah.
I still enjoyed it a
yeah.
lot.
But
Yeah.
it was like I know what you mean. Like at a random pool party, no, that's not what I want to see a
No,
man
I did
in.
not
I
wanna see
loved
a
it
man
even
in.
more because oh gosh, why can't Colin didn't even want to wear the Speedo. Like
He
Kelsey
kinda
made
was
him
like-
wear
And
it.
he had all those tattoos.
Oh my god,
gosh, he
that
looks so
surprised
good.
me. I was like, whoa.
He like reminds me of kind of like a Spider-Man, like you know, like
Yeah, I know
like,
what you're saying. I
He's
get what you're
just
saying.
really, really attractive.
He
like
looks
him.
like that though.
He looks
Exactly
so much like that in
Right.
Chad.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
He's like
Yeah.
a third. There's triplets.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, and can we talk about the vending machine bikinis for a second?
Yes.
Is that
I
real?
don't know if that's real. That's amazing. And can I
don't
just
know if
say,
that's real.
it takes me months to find a good bikini. So
Right?
like, I just found it really
Amen,
funny that like
Allie.
literally they come out with these vending machine bikinis and they look
Perfect.
fabulous. Obviously, I know it's a show,
Mine
but
would
still in
be-
my brain, I'm like,
I hate you.
I literally, you look perfect.
Right?
They looked perfect.
Mine would be saggy, like in the butt.
Yeah.
Like, something would be
something
off.
would be off.
I like,
Yeah.
would be like, I don't know. This is probably.
I know, like,
looks
how do
something
I
on me.
move? Between the vending machine with bikinis and then the Summer Friday, I'd never heard of.
Oh,
that
so
So
they-
kind of
Friday's
thing.
they
thing
have it
here.
here.
Really?
They get off at like 2. I don't
Some
have it.
places
Some
do.
That's a thing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
some
I
I
offices
didn't even know
here.
that.
Some
Some
offices
places.
close at 2 where they like let people go at like 12 for like creative thinking or
Oh,
something.
see, we should have known this because we were talking about the Roosevelt Island and we're like, that's not real.
Yeah,
and then
it's
we
true.
looked
Then
it
I
up
was
and
like,
it's real.
it's
So
real.
it's all real. The bikini vending machine is probably
yeah, it's
real.
probably.
And Boo69Bs said she thinks it's super weird and like asked if we would do it, which we all just said.
Do what?
I don't like, buy bathing suits from a vending machine.
No, I have trust
don't-
issues.
Have you
I
guys
would-
seen my boobs? It just would not work.
I'm telling you, if I got it, it would probably look terrible, and I would feel like self-conscious the whole time. Like
Yeah.
I don't like this bathing suit because it takes me a while to find one that fits me right.
And like, how do you return it? Like, excuse me, who works here? Like, what do you do?
Let's be real, it's probably like more than $50 too, because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like if like in Vegas, I think they have like you can get this like slipper shoes, like if you take your shoes off, and they're like $20.
Oh my gosh.
Then I
See,
already
like
know.
I could wear those.
No, I can wear those too. But I'm just saying, like, I can only imagine how expensive these
The
bikinis
bikinis
are.
would be?
Yeah.
You walk up to the vending machine like, so what's your return policy?
Right?
Excuse me,
Excuse
is there a
me,
live
someone
bird
in
person?
here. Thanks. Yeah, but Colin looked real good, and Colin was just a good guy in this episode.
Oh.
Like, I really appreciate him. I was so worried that when he switched over, that he was either going to become very douchey or just completely blow her off, whatever. Especially the way he was kind of introduced. That scene where he did switch over and he was introduced to Kelsey, and he was like, "Oh hey," he's like, "You didn't hear," and it seemed like he was gonna brush her off. But I love that when he thought she was just upset at him, and he was like, I won't switch over.
Yeah.
Even
I'm
though
proud
it's
of her too.
1.2 million
Yeah,
dollars.
because
So
she
proud of her.
usually is very over emotional, and she went in the bathroom, talked to Redmond, figured out, hey, I lost, but
But I
go
liked
back
that
out
she
there
didn't
and
go and
handle it.
cry. She went and yelled at somebody.
Yeah.
Like, I loved that she needed her space to go yell at someone, not to go cry in the bathroom.
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
I know, we're like, why is she going to the bathroom?
I know that she was leaving. I was like, he has another door
Yeah,
that
me
exits
too.
out.
I was
of
like,
his house.
where's this gonna
Like,
go?
why didn't you just enter that way
Yeah.
then? But I was like, oh, it's the bathroom.
Well, two good things about this scene that I loved was at first I was a little nervous, like something sketchy's happening. I thought there was gonna be a girl in there. I don't know why.
She said she was going to surprise him. I'm like, oh, the way he answered that door, someone's
It
there.
was so sketchy
Like, are
to
you
me.
sure you want
Yeah.
to celebrate? I'm like, why? There's another girl in the room?
Yeah, right?
Oh, okay.
Where is she?
I loved how supportive she was because she really put herself aside and was like, no, you're right, I need this. And you know what? It could be more beneficial for their relationship.
Yeah.
Because now they're
Yeah.
not going to be working so close together, and hey, he's got a pretty penny.
You're a
guys-
millionaire. and
With
she-
that, though, I feel like how I feel with, like, relationships in real life. Like, if it's really good at first, I'm like, don't get excited, don't get excited, don't get excited.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't want to get excited because it was so perfect.
It
Yeah.
was. And they,
I know.
like, he seems like a genuinely good guy for Kelsey. Like,
Yeah.
they seem like they mesh really well.
I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think, from the perspective of Kelsey or the perspective of Liza, of how good his book is? Because I feel like Kelsey and everybody else thinks it's good, but I feel like Liza doesn't really think it's that good.
Well-
So who do you guys believe?
She said it was overwritten. I mean, I believe that Kelsey's reading this through rose-colored glasses, so she's
Yeah.
like in love and everything's great. But I think that it totally is probably overwritten, needs a good editor for it. But I think the storyline, I think they both agree the storyline was great, and that's what like truly matters, what the actual
Yeah.
story is. So I think it's a good book. I just think Kelsey's probably like, it's good as is, whereas like they need to bring in someone that
Yeah, like Liza has
Yeah.
a second opinion, and she's kind of like a second party to it
Yeah.
all. Like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll be your
More
voice of
objective
reason.
point of view,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but let's get into some predictions about what we're gonna
Okay.
see next episode.
Some predicting.
Some predictions.
Now, your AfterBuzz TV.
Predictions. So, Allie, what do you think's gonna happen before the season finale?
Oh my gosh, don't even say season finale.
I
That makes me so
know.
sad. Okay, so I think some predictions might be that I predict Diana's gonna oddly fall for this man. I feel like she's oddly gonna fall for him and then be like, why? Like, he's not even, like, he's weird. I don't know why I like him. And then, but I think she's gonna fall for, like, the comfort of having that person there. Like, she's gonna fall into the, like, the routine of, like, having another person there. And then I predict we're gonna have, I predict that at maybe the season finale, we're gonna see the ex come back and be like, "Your divorce papers were never signed," because I was
forgot about
realizing
that.
we forgot.
Oh
Like, I
my
forgot.
gosh, that
So he's
guy.
gonna come back and pull some sort of annoying thing, like, "You haven't signed, so we're not divorced." La la la. And then maybe. Which obviously will cause friction between Josh and Liza and Liza and Charles and all of that. And then maybe Kelsey and Colin will have like something that's gonna like make them more further into their relationship. I don't know what it's gonna be. Maybe it's like they go on like a really intimate date or something, because we haven't seen anything intimate between them.
That's true.
So maybe that's it.
Oh, interesting. Wait, do we have like 2 more episodes before?
Two more episodes, and the finale's an hour long.
Oh, yes.
What?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I'm so excited.
Oh my
the
god.
whole season should be an hour long
I
each
know.
episode.
Yeah.
But I'll
I
take
love
the
it.
finale. I'll take the finale.
Blasphemy. Okay, so predictions for me. Well, I predict out of the blue that there's going to be some type of pregnancy scare. I don't know where I got
Where
that
did you
from.
get that, Rhelin?
Oh my gosh, you know, that intuition, man. But I don't think it's going to be anything that we need to really worry about like that between Josh and Liza having a child. Definitely a conflict between them, but I don't think that we would have to be scared for them to have little Josh and Liza running
Yeah,
around.
I don't
I don't think so.
I don't want to happen.
I do want to see more of Charles. So
Yeah.
I really do want to see where they're kind of leading off, because I mean, he robbed her piggies and stuff.
Oh my god.
Like that's the last like touch that they had
So
together.
cute.
Yeah, so I want him to tell her that he was there or something, or tell
That
Liza how
he
he
touched
feels.
her toes
Yeah.
while she was half unconscious.
I'm like, yeah, I want that. Very creepy.
That would
but
be so weird.
I
You were
Yeah.
there and I touched your toes.
When
You
you were
asked
sleeping
me
in the
too.
hospital bed,
yeah,
I tucked in your
tucked-
feet,
Exactly.
and you called them little piggies, and I called them little piggies.
And then I liked it.
I liked it. So
Yeah.
I just
Great prediction, Rhelin.
thank you. So I know I should write, right? I write for the show. So
In the finale, he'll talk about the piggies. He'll talk about the piggies.
yeah, just how they had that slow scene when Josh was getting ready to tattoo Liza. I just wanted to be slow and be like, Liza, that night you were in the hospital, I touched your penis. That seems like a great prediction. So yeah, I just really want to see more Charles. Charles.
I feel you, girlfriend.
Okay, so I think that Richard, Diana's, not therapist boyfriend, is going to like stay with her and like totally like mind bang her and physically bang her. And then he's going to go back to his wife.
Oh.
And be like, yeah, this is the plan the whole time. Bye, you're welcome.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's going to happen. And I think we saw from scenes from next week that Colin and Kelsey, like, he's going to be really unhappy with, like, what is going on at the new place with his book. They want to change it. Because I think they're probably trying to turn it into a movie is what it
That's
seems
usually
like.
what always happens.
Yeah.
So.
And so she's going to try to help him. And then I think, like, at the end of the day, like, season finale, though, Josh and Liza will realize, like, what they had was beautiful in the moment, but it's gone, and they're going to be happy about the tattoo. And she'll be like, I'll remember it forever. But bye. Because this isn't working right now.
That's gonna make me so sad.
That is sad. But happy because that would mean Charles in the future.
Hello.
And it's piggies.
And she won't even have to use her free pass.
She won't even have to use her
No.
free pass, but my prediction actually has to do with the free pass. I think that in the finale she's going to use that free pass on Charles. I think that Diana is going to, while she's living with this guy, she's going to really like living with him and think it's something that it's not. I think he's going to be seeing other people and she's going to have this idea that, oh, we're living together, oh, we're exclusive, and that's not going to be it. And lastly, I think that Colin is going to get like a lot of success and kind of start growing like a big head, at least like a fan base. I think like girls are going to say like, oh my God, Colin. And then that's going to make Kelsey. My friend Chelsea just visited. Hey, Chelsea, what's up? Kelsey jealous. But yeah, so
Gotcha.
those are my predictions. So yeah, I guess
to
we'll
see you
have to
next
see
week.
what
Yeah.
happens. But before we go, where can everyone find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Ali Nasta and on Instagram at Ali Girl.
And you can find me on Twitter at Rhelin Taylor and on Instagram at Rhelin Taylor as well.
And you guys can find me, Sam Davidson, at samdavidsonentertainment.com, Twitter and Instagram at samd43. And I just want to thank Clever Kim's Curious. You can find them on Instagram under that name for this necklace. And of course, Lisa J Designs for this beautiful bracelet. So thank you so much.
And you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at Renee Ariel. And you can follow us here all at AfterBuzz on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Snapchat at AfterBuzz TV. So yeah, we'll see you next time, guys.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later, Gator.
Expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.